Hi, my name is Jimmy Bias. At one time, I worked at a C Plus store in Liberal, Kansas. That is like a small grocery store with a deli and gas pumps. Whenever I was working there, this girl by the name of Laura, a big white girl, maybe 6 foot or so, was working there. Somebody told me I should watch out because she's out to get me or pat me in some way or some form. I didn't really pay much attention. Then I quit working there, and several years later, I went to a Love's grocery store. Of course, this Laura girl worked there. She had switched jobs. The Love's grocery store is about the same way. It's like your 7-Elevens, all these other stores. You got a small grocery store with gas pumps. Okay, I went there with, I filled up with gas, and I saw a friend of mine whose name is also Lori, and so she asked me if I'd like to go riding around. So I pulled up in front of the store, away from the gas pumps. I walked in, and I paid for my $20 in gas. Whenever I did this, Laura was in the store, although I didn't even notice her. There was two other girls at the cash register, and it was really, really busy. And then my friend Lori came walking in the store, and she said that she was going to pay for her stuff. And I said, well, I would like to get a soda first. Now, I had already paid for my gas, but I went over and I got a soda, and I got back in line because it was pretty busy, so there was a line at the cash registers. I got up to the cash register, and Lori, she had gotten a soda and something else too. And so we paid, and we left. Well, we went riding in my vehicle. We was driving down the road in Liberal, Kansas. We got down Main Street, almost to the other end of Main Street. It's not a very big town. And Jim Maddox pulled me over. You've heard about him before. He's the law-breaking cop who even said he was a law-breaking cop. Nobody's did anything about it. He's stalked me ever since I was a little child. Maybe he's stalking your children too. He lied to say my dog got out whenever he actually let my dog out. He had shot one of my previous dogs, etc., 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 all these things. Well, he pulled me over, and he says, hey, I think you forgot to pay for your gas back there at the Love's grocery store. Okay, knowing Jim Maddox, I figured, okay, this is Jim Maddox. He's telling lies again. What could I do? If I say no, I already paid for it, then he's just going to lie and say I did not and that I was trying to steal gas and illegally arrest me. So I says, well, I'll go back there. And I figured no matter what, I was going to have to pay for it again, or else he was just going to tell lies to arrest me, just plain out ripping me off. He's a law-breaking cop. Well, I went back there and I walked in, and of course Laura was there, and she was just looking at me, and of course now there was nobody in the store. You're talking about 5-10 minutes, all of a sudden there's nobody around. Now the big manager, owner, manager, whatever, he's then standing back by the office looking out, just looking and looking. And Laura's standing behind the counter. She's the only one there. The other workers are gone. So everything doesn't look right at all. So I said, here's $20 for the gas. And then, of course, then this Laura girl starts going on, oh, yeah, I thought you didn't pay for it. I saw you in here, and somebody ran off without paying for their gas, so I thought it was you. Well, to be really honest, I think one of several things happened there. Somebody else stole gas, and then she just lied saying that it was me because she was out to attack me from whenever we'd worked at another place together. So then Jim Maddox just happened to get that call. Or, who knows, I don't know if her and Jim Maddox know each other, if they pre-planned that in some way or some form. But no matter what, I was going to end up having to pay for that gas because she was telling lies and he was telling lies. So I had to pay for my gas twice, $20, 2 different times. So really, that store slandered me. Jim Maddox has been slandering me. Laura slandered me. They owe me my 20 bucks. And so anyway, that's the story about that. And more. Now Jim Maddox, he can say whatever he wants. Maybe he's be laughing, thinking, well, that's just Jimmy. He may just be saying that I'm telling lies about him whenever I'm really telling the truth about him, or you know, maybe Laura wants him to look bad because he is bad. I don't know what, and I don't know why she supposedly. And the person who told me that she was out to attack me didn't say why either. He just said, "Hey, you need to watch out for her. She's out to attack you." So I never even knew her before. But so anyway, that's the story about that. And so I hope you all have a good night. But you might just want to remember, Jim Maddox did stalk me all throughout my life, always doing these illegal law-breaking things. As a little child, he still be doing it to your children too. Maybe he's doing it to some of your older kids or other people. I will tell you more about some other people in some of the other videos. This video here is probably going to be a little bit short. I noticed a lot of people are watching the video that has to do with Jim Masteller, or with, not Jim Masteller, with Mr. Masteller sticking his thumb up kids' asses and stuff like that. But they're not looking at some of the other videos which have to do with law-breaking too. And the same type of law-breaking people. So, okay, y'all have a nice night. Good night. Good night.